Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the Canary.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready! down! The demon is vulnerable! Now!
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over him. Why did Lady Cassandra have him in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
That's him. He stopped the breach from...
Still a lot of rifts left all over. Good luck sealing those rifts. Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste. Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
Most of the Grand Clerics died at the Conclave.
Be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The Qunari failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
You've changed your mind about me, clearly.
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the...
It precedes...
After, we need those who can do what must be.
But aren't...
The chant...
But we... No. We are on our own.
You're trying to...
We are all... You... As to whether the...
What if I
You can go.
You the Inq...
We can
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has...
When I will...
Neither...
Help us.
Look who's back from the dead. Again. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen are tough as old leather.
I don't recall...
I'd be surprised. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Until the breach is closed, no one's safe.
True. I'll keep the bandages handy. Name's Adan. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do.
How do I go?
Just take a... You're back. And in one piece.
For a heat?
I'm not a... You want some... Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste...
How are your people?
There's no shortage of work. That's for...
Is there any...
We're fine. I only wish he died at the Conclave. And his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look...
Farewell.
Perhaps another time.
I didn't realize any of Leliana's Oxmen mercenaries were still here. Well, if you want new gear, you pay for it. Oh, you're him. Thren. Inquisition. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bring...
What did you mean?
I'll make you... We're strict... Here, take a look. You find...
If I have...
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take them.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies, and both are... Turns out heroes need to dig latrine.
How does some...
I served after they all turned on him. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political...
I understand.
Yes. He could have led Ferelden to greatness.
Enclave was our best chance for peace. The Divine, the Mages, the Templars, everyone ready to talk.
Can I get you anything?
What can you tell me about this?
Adan is even Harris and Frenny. Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
The door just like you asked, Flitter.
Ah, you're awake and out in here. No matter, no matter. Segret.
What do you...
Words up. Anything you need is yours. For
What kind of...
The kind... Splat. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding.
You must speak...
Hope and... Of course, we're all... nothing personal.
Can I see what...
Of course.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses.
Expected you'd be by. How's the new gear fit?
It doesn't really...
Of course it does. Well, my gear... So, you need custom...
Can you help?
Yes. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword and...
If...
Start simple. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
What can you...
Arms and... You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what we can...
How did you...
Come from... I was in... Left when... Ended up here. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
Whichever you...
A man can dream. Not me. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren.
Does the ink...
Tough impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so... Right. Another time, then. Another time, then.
reason to say. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? That we splinter and fight amongst ourselves?
Still got demons crawling out of the rifts.
Too many wounded. Not enough bandages to go around. Stop tearing up.
Does it trouble you?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
You're even taller than I'd heard.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Cassandra tells me you have a plan.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Kunari, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options, approaching the mages or Templars for help.
Just how am I, the Herald of Andr...
People, they have also heard about...
Even if...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is...
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat?
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. They might not know much about the Kunari, but you'll get no backtalk from anyone here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thetis.
Oh, wonderful.
The hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure I grew up, but with Mother Corporal, you best...
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
This could help us.
That may be worth investigating.
Mother Giselle cannot be far. Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not a hostage.
I do not think they care, Seeker. We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Be ready. More coming our way.
It's done.
Don't...
Turn to noble...
What? Mother just...
I am. And you must be the one they are calling.
I'm told you...
I know of the chance. I won't lie. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate. Go to them. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
You want me to...
If I thought you...
Will they even...
Let me put it this. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
You make it sound...
I honestly hope you could... I will go... It is not...
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
What do you need?
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
You there? Can you help my wife?
What's wrong with...
She gets sick. Please.
Long day. Long day. I suppose you're right. What do you mean?
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them...
What can you...
Orthmar, we haven't heard from him. Best we can tell...
What can...
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. Now they're... Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk.
What can you...
The ones out... The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them.
What other...
We've got some in... I know healers are in short supply. But if you...
You work...
Yes. There's a hunter up the hill who had...
Is there any...
I asked... A recruit named Whittle is trying to make...
Farewell.
And you...
Do you know what
Where are their coats?
What do you need?
If we were in a... I'm sure the apostates have plenty of...
Farewell.
I'll see.
What do you need? Of course.
Please do.
Things used to be peaceful around here.
What is this place?
Map making, just some fields. Now
I need to...
make it what...
True enough.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need...
There are rams out in the hills. Too dangerous to go hunting down.
Good luck.
Please, hurry.
I suppose you're right.
You all right, sir?
Of course.
Do you have the potion? It's good to see you.
I have heard stories about you. I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope
If you're a...
I was by right. I know my own strength.
Farewell.
Good day.
I confess, Solus, I am surprised you decided to remain.
Why? The breach remains a threat to us all.
Just the same. I wondered if you might leave now that we have a plan to seal it.
Ah, because I am an apostate. I might flee before the Inquisition throws me in chains? I take my commitment seriously, Seeker. Come what may, I shall see this through.
As you wish. Though I cannot guarantee what will happen in the days to come.
Oh, you know.
Ugh. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman.
What?
And I... But is this the...
You don't...
I think...
What's going to...
Now... And if that... I only pray...
You didn't have...
Didn't I? But... I cannot afford to be...
Can't say.
I can... You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
No, I don't.
I suppose I should not be surprised. I have to believe now it occurs to me I don't actually...
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure.
No.
At least tell me, do you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now. After years of tending to business.
I'd like...
You would.
Is that...
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
You're a very suspicious person.
When it's...
I can see why you have...
My name... I remain... That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a...
The pen...
Really?
No. And they have them. Oh, yes. The Pentaghasts value their precious blood like it runs with...
You don't think...
An opportunity... The most of... My brother was all that kept me in Navarre.
Tell me about...
I'd rather not. My what lit... My uncle... Thus I did not see Navarre. They had them... The King X... Thus we were raised by my uncle. A Mortalitasi who preferred the...
Your uncle?
A death man. The mortal... Navarre. It is odd to be so fast.
So you were the...
To divine just... The position...
Unusual how?
I will... The short version is that I once...
But what...
What is your hand? Liliane. After be... But Justinia convinced me to stay.
You thought she...
Justine... She tried... Sometimes... It was to be... I only wish she had lived to see it. Sweet. It was... The tale gets bigger each time it's...
That's what happened.
I am not... To hear up... Rather...
And the truth is?
I stumbled... And they free... Yet I became the right hand. And they are forgotten. They went... Many of them died at the conquest.
That's rather...
Even worse. That sort of willful blindness.
I'll let you go.
You're worried about the rifts. I understand that.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
So, now that I mean, you go... Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days, bad for morale would be an understatement.
If it was that...
I like to... Thousand... Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
The breach needs to be sealed.
If it can, you might want... Heroes... Need something?
The red lyrium we found...
My brother... We located... Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well,
So what is...
The Reds? It's not... I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What make...
Regular... Red lyrium. And then, I've had a few alchemists studying it in Kirkwall.
Why do you...
My brother... That little shard. We brought the shit to the surface. So far, it looks like the answer is no.
If red lyrium is as dangerous as you say, why do you keep it?
I've heard that shit singing. In Orzammar, Actually, it's a huge secret how they're constructed. Keeps surface folk from horning in on the lyrium trade. I pulled a lot of strings and got a smith to build me 4 of them nested inside each other. Nobody gets to study it up close for more than an hour, and they have to wait a week between shifts.
I think that's
Need something?
I've read your tale of...
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead. She's done a... I guess she has... Fenris has kept him... I'm not sure exactly where. Isabella went back. I don't know if she's... Sebastian... Last I knew, Hawk's sister Bethany was doing something wardeny near the Anderfell's border. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job. Need something?
I've read your tale of...
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead. He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know. Do I look like an... I can't tell you how.
There is...
I was... Apparently, when they finally... As far as I can tell, that's...
Carry on.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us.
Am I right?
I would have suggested. I've journeyed deep. I've watched as... Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean ruins in battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I imagine you find some...
Exactly. The thrill of...
Was that in doubt?
I am an apot... Cassandra has been accommodating. But you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But now let us... Closing the breach is our primary goal. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction...
You don't think...
Use of it. The artifact... I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragment.
We would do...
Liliana's... Whatever the art... In any case. Did you need me for anything? Good. As I explored the Fade, if you are willing, I would like to locate it.
What do you know?
A great deal from my wanderings.
I'd like to...
Simply put, small, but your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach.
I'd like to know...
Circle made it, but according... Imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not...
It sounds like...
And dangerous. Instead, I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty.
I'd like to know...
The Chantries, but such spirits wish to join the living. And a demon
is there a...
Not in the world, but the question is a good one. And it matters.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. What can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about you, Sol.
Why?
Why not?
Privacy?
Then don't tell me.
I'm sorry. There's so much fear in the air.
What made you...
I grew up, but as I treasured my dreams.
Did...
No more. I learned how to control my dreams with full...
I get...
No.
Why?
Second, the Fade reflects and is limited.
Is this...
I joined the Inquisition because we were all... If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head.
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
How so?
You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy.
You said you...
This world, some of my... The best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip up.
Any place?
I dreamt it up. I saw Alistair and the hero for Eldon.
I've heard this.
That's just it. One moment. The next,
And you can't tell...
It is the Fade. They are all...
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. Spirits of... Spirits of purpose helped me search.
I don't know.
They rarely see wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to...
You're saying...
They were not deep.
Meaning?
And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
I'm impressed.
Anyone who can... Yet? Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
I hadn't thought about it, but...
Thank you.
We'll talk.
Goodbye.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you. Mages and Templars were already at war.
Which is what?
Who, you?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
I don't believe I'm Andraste's herald any more than you do, Chancellor.
That laudable humility won't stop the Inquisition from using the misconception when it suits them.
The Inquisition claims only that we must close the breach or perish.
You say that now, Commander. We shall see if the sentiment remains true. Clearly.
He's too... The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect.
How?
Impossible to...
Your organ...
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine...
The mages...
Exactly.
Or will be...
You think...
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Well, let's hope we...
The stuff of...
Mark, if...
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
Researcher Minave wishes to verify that the infections have decreased in number.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Adar, the...
And the right... House du Ailion lent Justinia this land.
This is the...
My wife. We were honored. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting. Considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from...
If you want...
What?
It is a matter...
No.
We face... She would...
I'll think on...
Do the Dura...
His Grace... If the Marquis would... Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes. His Grace is only the first of...
You expect more people...
Undoubtedly. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as...
May I ask...
Sister, for better or worse, being the...
What sort of...
For some years, the nobility of Thedas is a rather...
I'm glad for...
I do. Thedas... But please...
That will help.
If you find anything, please bring it in. Good day to you.
What do the people...
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more. Goodbye.
Heaven has been...
My scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble. Let's see what we have.
All right.
At your service.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
I'm doing everything within my...
Attack. She had... Do everything within your power. But remember those who would help you.
I thought I made it clear.
I understand. If the faith... In any case, I pray this
Is there anything...
My heal... If you could... It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives. Farewell.
I'm used to delivering children and helping old men through the winter cold. Seeing these injuries,
I was with the Templars. I can tend any wound caused by blade or a mage's fire. I'll admit that demons in me